I wanted to dive in today, guys, to intuition. And this is the one, I've shot all my videos in one take, or excuse me, probably 36 out of the 40 or whatever videos I've done in one take. And I've studied this physics and psychology and shit my entire life, science of life, just like Albert Einstein. It's how in 7 years, I've traveled the world, progressed through, 30 different jobs to become the international nonprofit owner that I am, where we're uniting the world together now, working with governors and councilmen and whatnot. Building 6, 7 figure businesses like that in, less than 30 days with no startup capital. And how do I do this? It's because of what I've studied. And we're going to dive into the higher faculties, one of the 3 pillars of my success and of your life too, which are your higher faculties, your subconscious mind, which controls all of your energy and your frequency, and then discovering who you truly are on the inside. When you align all 3 of these together, you are in paradise. You can be living in a fucking hut in the middle of fucking Africa if that's what aligns with who you truly are. But if you know how to reprogram your subconscious mind and control and direct your vibration and frequency along with your creative and higher faculties, man, you're going to be in that fucking hut. And you're going to be fucking discoing every night with the villagers, and you're going to be on top of the world, and during the day you're going to be singing while you work. When I hit one of my rock bottoms and was a blacksmith in Mexico, man, I was fucking singing all day. I was happy. All I had was a bike one time, rock bottom, and I was fucking happy. And it's these 3 things you combine together, you get all the joy in the world. You can have these higher faculties to where you can create any desire you get. You have the subconscious mind, and you have who you truly are, and you love yourself for who you truly are on the inside. Woo, boy. And, guys, your intuition, though. The bees and the birds. Chibi, can you say hi? Chibi. Okay, I love you still, Chibi. But the birds and all of the animals, the bees, the wolves, they're not thinking. They don't think like, hey, Tuesday we're going to go to this beehive, and next Friday we're going to celebrate Susie's birthday and the queen bee's birthday. They don't think. They don't have street smarts. They don't have the ability to think. Even though most people aren't thinking nowadays, they're on autopilot, which is why they call it the rat race. Your intuition, though, the animals in all of life, the trees, the cats know that a storm is around the corner through intuition. And what is intuition? Intuition is what connects you to the source. They call it the source, and what the fuck is the source, Luke? And what does this have to do with intuition? Come on, help me out, Luke. Well, your intuition, guys, like I said, connects you to the source. And the source is what some call the creator, Allah. I forget what the Native Americans call it. They're going to fucking spank me next time I go out there. But not literally. I try to make these videos somewhat entertaining, guys. And the creator or the superconscious, the universe, is protecting us because we are life. We are the highest form of life. And I say, oh my God. But, excuse me. But infinite life is flowing through you. Infinite life is flowing through me. I get passionate about this, guys. Woo! Infinite life is flowing through you and me and all of life. Even the rainbows vibrate on 532 hertz. The stars in the galaxy vibrate on 532 hertz. You and I, the plants and the animals, well, you and I, we were born on 532 hertz, and that's why the billionaires or the most powerful people, meditate to these creation frequencies. 639 hertz, 963 hertz, 852, the list goes on, 432, the miracle and creation frequencies. And your intuition is what's going to allow you to be protected. Because infinite life is flowing through me and it's flowing through you. Well, without thinking, you're going to feel if this guy's off. Because his intention that's flowing through out of him is going to come to you. And if you just listen and feel your intuition, I can feel right away. Well, like I said, through my 30 jobs, I've talked and met a lot of people all over the world. A lot of different people. Let's just say that. I think it's safe to say over 1 million. So, I mean, I can, through awareness and my intuition right away, make a very close to valid conclusion about somebody after talking to them a little bit and just observing their actions. Because there's no lukewarm, guys. And this is where when I tell people, like, oh, I already have a bad feeling about that person, they're like, come on, you haven't even talked to them. I'm like, my intuition's fucking, something's telling me to get the fuck out of here. Or sometimes people get mad. They say, you don't even understand. I'm like, I understand. You just told me what you told me, and I'm not going in the lukewarm. Because your intuition doesn't know lukewarm. And people get stuck in the lukewarm, and they try to give me all of their coward philosophies. But your intuition, guys, just like the animals, we are all in tune with life. You know, if you just stopped overthinking shit and you just listen to your intuition and your heart, I'm not saying stop imagining and stop thinking when you are planning, but I'm like, most of the time during the day, though, when you're taking your action towards your plan, God, man, your intuition is amazing. I was playing a game the other day at night, you know, in my quiet time, I call it, of mazes, right? I was trying to get through a maze, and I stopped, you know, for a moment, and I just did an entire round of mazes, and I was just filling with my intuition, and I got right through it, just with my intuition. I was like, this doesn't feel right, let's go here, I feel this way, I feel that way, bam, maze solved. And you have the same power, so how do you improve your intuition? How do you gain more intuition? Just like any of your other higher faculties in life, you have to train it, just like your muscles, right? I did not get to 188.7 pounds overnight. I was 130 pounds as a teenager. So how do you do this? How do you improve and replicate and gain a strong intuition? Well, you got to get used to listening to it. You got to get used to using it. Get creative, guys. Think a little bit. I don't need to tell you. Okay, so for example, guys, I will give you some examples because that's why you're watching this video. Do what I just told you. Find a maze game and fill with your intuition. When you're out in public tomorrow or at work, feel more, and just get aligned. And it's not going to happen right away. You're going to start off maybe 50% of the time you actually really felt your intuition, and the other 50% it's like you were just nah. And it takes time because you have to learn to let go of this. And everything in life is a yin and a yang. Right? The law of polarity, one of the 12 universal laws of the universe. And you have to find a balance. Your street smarts and your reason or common sense has to align with your heart, and your heart has to align with your intuition. Holy shit, that is crazy, Luke. It takes time, but it all starts right here. I say it over and over again. Reprogram your subconscious mind, and above all, like I said earlier, truly discover who you are on the inside. Let go of these dogma masks that society is selling so many people still. Thankfully, hundreds of millions, if not billions, are starting to wake up now, and through the vibration of love, through the vibration of self-discovery and who they truly are on the inside, the 400 trillion to one miracle that you are. You know, an Olympic gold medalist said it perfectly, you know, that you could do exactly what he does, but 50,000 more people. You know, Kobe Bryant said, I'm not going to be the next Michael Jordan, I'm going to be the next Kobe Bryant. These are the people that realize there are 400 trillion to one miracles, and this is my talent, this is my gift, and I'm going to perfect it. And when you do that with the vibration of love and your subconscious mind and higher faculties, nothing will stop you. So guys, improve your intuition. This is what intuition is. Like I said, guys, I've never had an exercise. It just came through repetition. And there are subliminal messages you can listen to. Like I said, everything starts in your mind, that will allow your intuition to become more powerful. I did it myself. I listened to intuition subliminals for a while back, for about a month, 2 or 3 of them. Ever since then, you know, my intuition, woo, you know. And then after that, I got used to feeling it. And intuition is a very curious thing too, because you have your awareness. Like the other day, my roommate came to me, and all she said was, "We're going to be cooking something with eggs tonight." And I, without her even finishing her sentence, right, I told her, "You can use them." And a lot of people are like, "Whoa, wait, what? What happened? You told her you could use them? What does that mean?" I already knew earlier that morning, from opening the fridge, I knew just by looking at the fridge, I saw 2 of my eggs just sitting there. So I was aware that I had 2 more eggs. I only had 2 eggs in the refrigerator. So when she comes knocking on my door later that night and says, "We're going to be cooking something with eggs tonight," through my awareness of my own 2 eggs in that refrigerator, and what she just told me, my intuition right away was just, without me even thinking, my intuition just reacted and was like, "You can use them." And she sit there and was like, "So can I use some of your," and I was like, "I just told you, you can use them." And she looks at me like, "You just read my fucking mind. How did you do that?" And I'm like, intuition and awareness. Because they work side by side. And this is why, like I said, when you are planning out your goals in life, you need to think. You need to use your perspective, your imagination. During the day, you need to be thinking and using your street smarts. Every single conversation I have, I am processing and thinking about what the person's saying. And I'm also feeling, though, and thinking with my intuition, if they have good intentions or if they're trying to fool somebody. And it's very easy to find out right away when you yourself are taking action through the vibration of love and giving. And it's so easy. And all my videos, I try to make my intentions of the nonprofit and my videos as clear as possible, that I am giving. I am not receiving. And when I do receive from YouTube, as we're starting to break out here like the nonprofit did when we first started, that money's going right back into the nonprofit. And that's how you discover somebody's intention while you're thinking and feeling. What are they really getting out of it? You know, and that's why Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, who went to India on a spiritual retreat, said, "Don't focus on the money first. Focus on helping people, giving who you are and what you are aware of and know to the world, and the money will come afterwards." Bill Gates, man, Bill Gates has helped so many people in Africa. Oh my fucking God. Of course, the media doesn't talk about it. They only want to spread their fear, left-wing propaganda, and separate the masses out. But listen to your intuition, guys. Feel and ask questions until you get to somebody's intentions. You know, sleazy snake salesmen, they may fool a lot of people, but the people at the top, or the big people that you can help, they feel right away, this guy's just trying to use me to fill his insecurities in his pockets. But if you start giving, you start gaining people's trust. They say, okay, this guy is actually genuinely trying to understand me and help me. This is his life purpose. This is who he is. If you do that, your intentions, and you start acting through it with your intuition, you will go so far in life, guys. Because when you have good intentions and pure intentions, you are aligned with, just like I said, the bees and all of the animals that are just in tune. You know, ants have their little antennas. Cats have their whiskers. They can feel. Why does a dog bark right away when he meets somebody? The dog hasn't talked to that person. Why the fuck is the dog barking? You can't, don't judge me. Why are you judging me? The dog can fucking feel you. And we all have the same gift. And if you're unsure, like I said, I don't like to jump to conclusions, so I double check, always double check. And just ask some questions, right? And feel with your intuition. What is your intention? Figure the person's intention out. And if they have bad intentions, run the other way. This is why I don't follow any of my 4 original mentors that were the only choices at the time on YouTube, instead of the thousands nowadays. I don't follow any of them, because I see what it's all about. I see what they're teaching about. I see the emptiness in their eyes. Intuition, guys. I love all of you guys. You are all perfect. 400 trillion to 1 miracles. And I wish you the very best in your life journeys. And I love every single one of you.